Hasty, hasty, hasty. Tusk, tusk, tusk. What are some synonyms for hasty? Let's see. Quickness, hurry. Okay, someone feels like they were in a hurry. Okay, but I'm getting haste because I'm sensing like a little bit of animosity as well. So I'm feeling like whoever this divine masculine is, they made a hasty move and now it's got them stuck. And you really, really trigger them, divine feminine. So we're going to get to the bottom of that. Okay. So Intuitive 717, guys, back with another reading. As always, I got to let you guys know, I hope you're doing incredibly well. I'm going to dig into this message and find out what they want to communicate to you, divine feminines. What do your divine masculines want to communicate to you? Okay, especially when it comes to being hasty about something. Okay. Another message I'm picking up on is like just the way you move. Like you could be very in charge of yourself, and also you know how to hold a conversation with a man. Okay, nobody can mansplain nothing to you. I'm hearing that you might be very experienced, or maybe you might have been raised in environments where you had a lot of good relationships with men. Okay, so you might have had a really good relationship with your father. You might have had like brothers growing up. So you're not really that inexperienced when it comes to handling yourself around men. So you may not play this damsel in distress role, because I'm feeling like a masculine wants to come in and sweep you off your feet, but they find it very difficult because you carry yourself in this very mature way. And maybe that's what is so that is what is so triggering about you. We'll see what the cards reveal, because the thing I'm getting is like they made a hasty move and now they're stuck with someone who feels like the safer option. But the reason they feel stuck is because now it feels like they're stuck taking care of someone, or someone could be heavily dependent on them. Whoever this masculine is, they are realizing that they're not all that mature. Okay, and they maybe made a hasty move judging you because maybe on the outside they thought that like your pretty face, or not to offend you or anything here, divine feminine, but I feel like a lot of people judge you, and when they get to know you, then they realize what it is they're dealing with. Okay, and I feel like God specifically designed you in this way, so that people will show you their true colors right off the bat. And I'm feeling like somebody thought that they could maybe like dog you out in some way or play you for a fool, and it's like you call them on it like right off the bat. Like they weren't expecting you to be prepared to fight or pull out a sword, you know what I mean? Like that's the vibe I'm getting. It's like somebody wasn't expecting you to clap back. Okay, clap back with more resources, clap back with more connections, clap back with more wit. And it's like I'm feeling the divine feminines as like, I didn't want to have to do this, but you really put me in a position. You should not have insulted me in this way. So I feel like someone's retreating backwards, or they might have been trying to show you. Okay, and I feel like the predicament that they're in now is like this feeling of being stuck while you flourish in some way, or it's like embarrassment as well that I'm getting. So that's the channeled message, guys. I'm going to see what the cards reflect. Okay, so constant thoughts about reaching out. Okay, so I moved back to your city to be closer to you. Doesn't it count for something? Oh, that could have been the hasty move that they made as well. Okay, so trying to move closer to you. But maybe they didn't go about it the right way. Maybe they relocated and jumped into a karmic situation, but things aren't working out is what I'm hearing. I'm hoping you show me a sign that you're ready. They're going to be waiting a long time for that sign, because I feel like you see right through it. Had you a picture our first time? Yeah, someone's really dwelling on some kind of reconnection with you. But they also got themselves stuck in something else in the process. Okay, and now I feel like they are stuck wanting you, but also stuck having to tend to another situation. And that's why I'm feeling like you guys are maybe thriving or flourishing in some way, divine feminine, because they are wishing, hoping, and praying for some kind of sign that, like, I mean, maybe you're still holding space for this in some way, but you're not going to be showing them any type of sign. You're not coming in to communicate, or even with these constant thoughts about reaching out, you could feel them pulling on your energy. Maybe they're doing all kinds of things to trigger you, which was that was their mistake in the first place, because whatever it is they did got them stuck in. I feel like it could be another relationship. Maybe it could have been like a job, a karmic job, something that was tying up their time, but it wasn't giving back anything in return. Okay, so their time was being eaten away, and if something is not being reciprocated, then of course it's going to wear your energy out. So I feel like someone's stuck, like longing for you, picturing what it would be like with you. Now that they're closer to you, they really want to reach out, but at the same time, it's like they've tainted themselves in some way. They're kicking themselves in the ass because they should have stayed single. That's the vibe I'm getting. They should have just faced the embarrassment on their own, or faced the trigger, faced the conversation. Someone's wishing that they would have gone off and maybe worked on themselves instead of trying to trigger you over you triggering them, and get like they thought that, okay, you know what, I'm gonna get my deuces by going into another relationship. That's what I'm feeling. But now they're seeing that maybe the wiser choice would have been to actually work on the trigger that you presented in that moment. Okay, yeah, past suffering, lack. Someone's wishing that they would have chosen themselves when you, I don't know, I'm feeling like this has to do with somebody. Okay, somebody misjudged you, Divine Feminine. Maybe you guys have a fat ass bank account, but it doesn't look like that on the outside, because you're smart with your money. Like, you don't really squander it and try to show people like, oh, look at me doing, you know, X, Y, and Z. Like, I got money in the bank, shout at what you drank type of thing, you know? Maybe you guys are very focused. You have certain goals. What's that thing? Delayed gratification. That's what it is, Divine Feminines. Many of you have mastered delayed gratification, and somebody tried to either insult maybe like the way you dress, the kind of lifestyle you have, and you kind of had to school them on it. And maybe you might have used your intuition to call out a few things about this fast-paced lifestyle that they're living, but at the same time, not knowing how to manage resources or money wisely. You know, you might have called out some things behind the scenes, because I feel like with lack, it definitely had something to do with this competitive energy, which was like they triggered you, and in return you just let them have it, and they wanted to show you when really they should have just stayed consistent. They should have released it, maybe let it go. Somebody got really emotional. You could be dealing with a water sign, maybe even a fire sign here. You could be the fire sign, Divine Feminine, which is why your mouth is so fiery, your mouth is so hot. Your mouth hot dinner. You have a real hot mouth dinner. But you can't help it, right? And I feel too with fire signs, like only when provoked, you know? And I feel like that's what they might have done. Like they might have come in and, again, tried to insult you or carried themselves in a very clumsy kind of way. And you weren't about to let that slide. You weren't about to let that slide. Okay, so someone's now kind of retreating backwards with their tail between their legs, because they're now just kind of caught at a distance watching you. This energy has to kind of purge itself out before you two can reconnect. It's like this really awkward kind of energy in the air. Okay, someone tried to, you know, call a judgment on you, and you let this person know what was up. Especially if you're a high priestess. Ooh. Okay, yeah, water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, because they could be very emotional. That's what I'm getting with this release and surrender card too, is that they could really be kicking themselves in the butt, really feeling like they missed out on an opportunity, or that they should have known better. They should have been able to read you better, okay? But I feel like everything happens for a reason. The next time you two do reconnect, you're going to sense a genuine change in this masculine here. Okay, they're going to get over their obstacles, and the next time they approach you, they're going to have respect for you. I feel like you're the only woman, Divine Feminine, that they've ever had respect for. Okay, there's something about them that's used to carrying themselves very clumsy around other people, but particularly women. He might be very handsome, very charming, gorgeous eyes, very masculine in his energy. But with you and me calling that high priestess energy, nothing gets past you, okay? What are some things that they're working on right now? in the current energy. What's going on with the divine masculines in the current energy? Okay, so with seeds in spring, that significant change that I may be speaking of, they're going to be waiting around for you to communicate. It's not going to happen. It's going to cause heartbreak. It's going to plant new seeds. And I feel like reaching out, especially with the constant thoughts, because we did call it here, they're going to start realizing that that release, it needs to come. Like someone's going to start shifting their focus on, like they're going to go through some kind of breakup energy. Like whoever they're with right now trying to get a reaction out of you, many of you are just like, okay, I'm not even going to bat an eyelash over that. They can feel that energetically, okay? So they have no choice now but to drop that and work on themselves. You've made your mark, Divine Feminine. It could have been in the way that you defended yourself. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive, okay? I feel like some of you out there is like, hey, I trying to hold no man, you know? So some of you are just like that. Listen, I ain't trying to hold no man, right? You want to speak like that? Go speak to somebody else like that who will tolerate it. Out my face, out my space. So it doesn't matter how charming he was, how attractive, how much money. You got money. So someone could be in this place of like, I hate that you're able to just be a bad bitch like this, but at the same time, it's just so damn attractive. So I feel like they're trying to grow. Like with seeds, it tells me that somebody's about to use the next season or this season to grow or shift in some way to the point where they can maybe handle somebody like you. You make this divine masculine want to boss up or create some kind of stability in their life. Maybe even be more harmonious, okay? Maybe that's what you guys are saying is come with more stability, come with more calmness, come with more matureness when you step to me. And the benefits will be significant. But if you come in any other way, I will cut you down to size. That's the vibe that you're giving off. And it's not masculine at all, Divine Feminine. It is all woman, okay? This whole cutting them down to size, that is all divine feminine energy, okay? And mark my words, they're really attracted to it, okay? Let's get one card from the Romance Angels, and then we'll wrap up this message. Okay, what are they feeling for you, especially in this reaching out energy? Wishing, hoping, and praying that you'll reach out. What are they going through? Okay, so let go of control issues, okay? So allow the situation to unfold naturally, which I do think is that urge to really work on themselves and get rid of anything that's wasting their time or making them feel stuck, because it is wasting time. Nothing compares to you. That's another consistent message that they've been getting, okay? You're the baddest. You're the baddest there is. You're the champion. Champion lover, right? That's you, Divine Feminine. Okay, they've seen it. They've seen it in action, and they've seen it time and time again. That's why they feel stuck, because they've tried to match your energy elsewhere. They might be stuck in a situation and even try to, match your energy elsewhere while being in that same situation. Nothing other than self-development. That's your game, okay? So someone's being called to just let it go. That's why the surrender, release, and purge card came up here. Because they're not going to come anywhere near you and have like a bunch of third parties around and like have you in this competitive energy, because you don't compete, Divine Feminine, right? When divine masculine energies come into your life, like you raise them up, right? That is the Divine Feminine's energy. So we have the seeds. They come in to fertilize, all right? So yeah, whoever this is, they're realizing that the only path to you is to boss up themselves first. Okay, otherwise they're always going to trip along the path and never really quite make it to you. All right, so that is what I have for this reading, guys. If you would like to dig deeper, if you need clarity, if you just need someone to talk to, reach me over at hipsy.com. We can talk, we can text. If you guys prefer a personal reading, you can check out some of the services and even some of the reviews that I have on there as well before booking with me. I'd love to have you guys on there. And if you're just looking for like a part 2, or maybe you're looking to delve deeper into the journey, I do share my personal insights in the membership videos as well. So if you hit that join button, you get 2 tiers, one where you can sample the readings, and if you like what you see, you can definitely commit to the extendeds. All right, guys? So I will catch you guys in the next check-in. You guys have a beautiful day. Bye!